They were too busy to pay attention to their future, to their finances, because they let somebody else do it. Do you hear what I'm saying? If
Yes.
people look to you and I to be the only guys to do it, that's why you've got to copy, ladies and gentlemen.
You're right.
You've got to do everything you can do. Those of you in the military that are given an unlawful and an unconstitutional order, at the time it's given, that's the point you have to deal with it. And I'll let the imaginations of those. Getting back to something you said, why Special Forces, Delta, all the guys that have specialized training? Because they can teach others. And this is the thing, Alex. Too many coincidences. Right now, Criminal Investigation Division of the military is investigating a couple Army deaths at one of the Army hospitals.
Well, they killed, they're constantly killing the Delta Force people when they come back. And I saw a report, suicides are at like 10 times. I think it was even higher. I just Googled record military suicides. It was just astronomical, off the charts. Most of these aren't suicides. They're killing people.
Absolutely. And isn't there a big story by Seymour Hersh about a former high-level U.S. vice president that was heading up the hit squads?
Absolutely.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. Here's the thing you've got to do. You've got to turn off the bloody TV. I call it the zombie machine. That zombie machine is a mind-controlling, neuro-linguistic programming device. That's why they're even bigger. Alex, you walk into Costco, 100 TVs, basically, 40, 50 inches, whatever big they are, right there, beaming out, streaming out. But what I don't think...
Hey, I took RTF 15-plus years ago, and they openly admitted there was subliminals in billboards, radio, TV, all the big productions, and then they admit the flicker rate, the way they put all the different screens on there. They'll have like 10 screens behind them where your conscious mind can't pick it all up, but your subconscious mind kicks in. Then the info beams right in. I mean, they've got multi-layers of propaganda and programming, and I catch myself watching Obama listening when he does that perfect cadence, when he goes, I can't even do it like he does it. And then I read top neurolinguistic programmers that are, mainstream scientists working for governments. They say he's a master at it. He's up there literally hypnotizing people.
And this is something, again, before people boo-boo or say, you're both crazy. Here's the thing. The people that were fat and sassy with a heavy retirement and, $500,000 house in Austin and no worries, now they're out on the streets, not only in Austin, but all the major cities of the United States. Ask yourself this, ladies and gentlemen. How is it that everybody who saw it coming, and those of us who were warning about it way before even Peter Schiff and Gerald came on the scene, we've been warning about it, but we were all as marginalized. Now the bottom line is the Illuminati's out in such plain sight. Alex, you've heard the same thing I've heard. There's nothing you can do to stop us. That's their threat. We don't care what you tell. It's too late. Well, I maintain as long as somebody's got breath and the will and desire to take their oath seriously. Even God says, don't take an oath haphazardly. Let your yeas be yea and your nays be nay. For any more than that proceeds out of that, that's sin. As simply stated, Jesus saying an oath is something that someone binds themselves to. And so the new oaths that are being bounced out there, this, is that under the new administration, oaths will not be taken to the Constitution or pledge the Constitution. I want to make a statement. When the very images of historic Christianity are covered up at the college, Georgetown, by request of the White House, and a pyramid is placed over that image on a black banner, and the President of the United States is basically the head in the middle of the pyramid. Let me share what that means. Let
me stop you.
Here comes the New World Order.
Start over, because I want to put that on screen. Guys, because we're at prisonplanet.tv. Google Georgetown University, White House request Christian images taken down, Georgetown University, or White House request removal of Christian, and then put it up and show folks the Black Pyramid. Exactly. They didn't just remove the cross. They brought in the Black Pyramid, explained to people what that means. Hierarchical mass death. Here is our man on the black horse, the man on the white horse. It's bringing you death. Start over, Steve.
Well, again, the idea was that prior to the president speaking at Georgetown, the request was made by the White House and by the staffers that all Christian imagery be covered up. Not only that, but especially the IHS, the very presentation of Jesus behind the place that Obama would be speaking. Now, to put a black pyramid up there, the pyramid is the ultimate. Go to your dollar bill, ladies and gentlemen, the New World Order. Basically, Alex, what that meant was, and I'm telling you, the Luciferian symbology is the old epic, or the old days are over. onto the stage right, comes the new deliverer, okay? It's not enough to just put that imagery up there. The ramification is that Obama is typing or being typed with the all-seeing eye on the pyramid, the Eye of Horus, Horus. And not only that, that's probably the most in-your-face slap against heaven. Look, I'm not privy to the conversations going on in heaven right now, and I'm not being a wise guy when I'm saying this, but of all the insults that I think could ever be levied against the Lord Jesus Christ, that has to be one of the most dramatic. Now, let me share this, too, to people. A man who is superstitious, Obama carries talismans in his pocket. He presented them to the reporters. You remember that? He had a little monkey god named Hanuman?
Yeah. He carries the same talismans. Remember the big sports team owner in Memphis? And there was rumors there were little talismans up in a pyramid, up in the top of the pyramid.
Yep.
And we have the news articles. When they opened it up, it's the same talismans that Obama carries. They put it in Time and Newsweek. These are high satanic talismans. So exactly, it isn't just, get that Jesus out from behind me. He believed that would lessen his power. Go ahead.
Yeah, and now you nailed it. It's power, Alex. Power is the quintessence. Look, I've known millionaires. I've known billionaires. I've talked to people that I don't know any of the trillionaires, but I know the people that work for the trillionaires, and there are trillionaires. The thing is that when you take a talisman, you are invoking the power of that. And the invocation of the power. You know the last person to do that in history on a major level? Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler.
And he did it in Berlin. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to read a great book, read The Third Reich and the Occult. Because again, what I'm saying, Alex, is this. Even in the Bible, when evil spirits are cast out, they go and seek someone else to possess, okay? I wonder personally where that spirit that left Hitler was. When I saw who was speaking in Berlin, I didn't have to wonder anymore.
Well, he literally went to Hitler's favorite speaking spot.
You got it. And behind him was a seat of what was it? It's called the good night, the seat of Satan that Jesus spoke about in the book of Revelation. And the actual, I don't know if you know this, but it resided in Pergamos, which is in Turkey. It was brought to the Berlin Museum, and a copy of it was literally behind him as he spoke to Berlin.
No, I did know that.
Well, and see, this is the thing, Alex. It's amazing how many years you've been talking about the Bohemian Grove, the occult nature of the Illuminati, and to have such illuministic symbols right thrown in your face. I got to tell you, brother, I don't know if there are any, seriously, I don't know. The thing that makes me furious is the ministers in this country that should be speaking the truth are now being castigated, castrated, and silenced by the Roman 13.
We've got a lot of atheists and agnostics listening, even if they don't believe in God. Our point is, as a scientific, historical fact, the elites do, and they believe in Satan and destruction and blood. I mean, it's a fact. Look out. Pepperspray.com. We live in an unpredictable world, and as everyone knows, I'm all about preparedness. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's why I want you to visit our new sponsor, Pepperspray.com, to check out their wide variety of personal security products they have available on their website. Since 1994, Pepperspray.com has made your personal safety their #1 priority. So give them a call at 1-800-908-9988. Again, that number is 1-800-908-9988. Or visit them at pepperspray.com and give yourself some peace of mind. On the web since 94, sell a wide variety of personal safety and security products. You're not only getting security, but peace of mind you deserve as well. Free shipping on orders above $99. Pepper spray of all kinds and strengths, stun guns and tasers, animal repellents, home safety, personal alarms, and much more. Pepperspray.com. Got Steve Quayle with us 5 minutes to the next hour, then Gerald Salente. We'll take a few calls, Lenny, Brock, and others that are calling for him. Also want to encourage listeners to realize that now is the time to take action. People are ready to hear the truth now. Everything that they heard us talk about for years, almost everybody out there has heard Steve or myself or he does Coast to Coast all the time, or his own show. They've heard myself or a half dozen other folks out there that get the big picture. Steve gets it. And he even adds a lot that I didn't know over the years. I've learned a lot from him. We appreciate him. Now is the time to reach out to people. Even if you think it's all over, folks, it's the will to fight, the will to stand up. That's what saves you. Life is about the choice. And God hates cowards. I'll tell you that right now, folks. And it's so good to fight evil. It's what you're meant to do. That's why you're not fulfilled. Get the Obama Deception on DVD at Infowars.com. Make copies of it. Go to PrisonPlanet.tv. Download it in super high quality when you're a member. Burn it to disk. Air it on Access TV. This film is literally sending shockwaves across the nation right now. Let's intensify that even more. Let's get a reprieve for Nineveh so we have more time to wake up more people. Let's reverse this thing. Let's try to lessen the strikes of the New World Order, on our head with their hammer. It is just so important. So Infowars.com or toll free 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139 or Infowars.com. Steve, fire out the Q files for folks. SteveQuayle.com. How do you spell Quayle for those that don't know how?
QUAYLE.com. And Alex, my orange alert is posted. I mean every word of it. And I also want to get one thing in before I sign off with you. We're getting reports from all over the country that census takers are showing up, but they're not showing up at every home in the neighborhood. They're selectively showing up and taking GPS readings. They seem to be going off another list.